Hi everyone, my name is Kayla and welcome back to Kay's Hidden Shelf where we talk about books. Today I have a tag video for you, specifically the BookTube anniversary tag since it's been a year since I've started this channel. This tag was originally created by Book Your Imagination. I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can find that original tag and video if you're interested. For me, this is my first time doing it and I'm excited because this has just been an incredible year. So let's jump into these questions. Question number one is, what anniversary are you celebrating? And like I said, this is my first anniversary. I've been on YouTube making booktube videos for 1 year now, and it's just been an incredible year. Question number two, what genre or genres does your channel generally focus on? Definitely, the channel has focused a lot on fantasy and lots of subgenres within fantasy. Prior to starting the channel, I read a lot more diversely between the genres that I had interests in, including sci-fi, classics, and historical fiction. Since starting the channel, it got bottlenecked a little bit into fantasy, and I definitely want to broaden back out as there are a lot of books on my list in other genres that I'd love to read, but fantasy is definitely the main genre on the channel so far. Question number three, what are you most proud of on your channel in the last year? This is tricky. Is it a cop out to say that I am proud of everything? Mainly in the sense of I really pushed myself outside of my comfort zone by starting a channel. I had no recording experience, no editing experience, and just talking to other people online in Discord was kind of pushing my limits with my comfort zone at the time. Putting my face, my voice online and sharing these videos is just something that was, again, outside of that comfort zone. So being able to do that, having the support to be able to do that as well, and the encouragement from family, friends that I've met along the way has just been incredible. And I'm just proud of everything that's come out of it because every video I do, every interaction I have is a learning curve. And it's just shown me how much I've grown, but also how much I still have to learn. So I'm definitely proud of everything on the channel just because it exists and I almost didn't do it. Question number four, do you receive ARCs to review? Yes, absolutely. I've done ARCs before. I will continue to receive ARCs as I do have a few planned for future. And I also receive copies of books that have already been published in exchange for an honest review. It's just been an incredible experience. I do try and limit how many I accept just because I only have so much time, and I do want to make sure that I put quality into all of those reviews. Every review that I do, I try and put quality to, but review copies generally get their own review video, which takes extra time. Question number five, what types of videos do you most like to do on your channel? Okay, so I really enjoy doing live shows, actually, as nerve-wracking as they can be. I just enjoy the candid nature of it, the discussions that can come out of it, the collaborations that you can do from them, and just the flexibility that you have with it in the sense of being able to do something with others and just see what comes out of it. Because even though if you have a plan, it doesn't always go according to plan. And I love seeing how that unfolds. Question number six, what types of videos do you like to watch on other people's channels? I really enjoy two different kinds of videos. So I enjoy watching the wrap up videos that others do, just explaining the books that they read, their experiences with them within a certain time frame, usually a monthly or weekly wrap up, for example. But I also love watching book challenge videos, such as the blindfold challenge or the first line challenges. Those are just really entertaining. It's fun to watch and just see the competitive nature that comes out in everyone over trying to guess the book that is a part of the challenge. I just love those ones. Question number seven, was there anything you tried on your channel last year that didn't work? I don't think there was anything that didn't quite work. However, there was a series that I started called Meet the Booktuber, And I had to put a pause on it, unfortunately, just because time became very limited and I wasn't able to devote the amount of time that I needed to get the quality out of it. And that's something I'd love to get back to. It's something I'd love to start again, as it's a series that is close to my heart on this channel, but it's just something that I wasn't able to keep up with, unfortunately. So maybe that one would fit in this category. Question number 8. Is there anything you've done on your channel last year that you won't continue doing next year? I don't think so. There wasn't a whole lot that I was able to expand into in terms of variety in videos last year. A lot of that comes down to just not having a whole lot of free time to be able to make these videos. It was a bit tricky to manage with just the wrap ups, the TBRs, reviews, and book tags here and there, along with live shows. So there's not necessarily anything that I won't do moving forward compared to this previous year. However, there are a lot of things that I'd love to try and jump into in the coming year. It just depends on how time works out. Question number 9. Is there anything that you plan to do more of this year? Absolutely. I'd love to do more author interviews and more collaborations with other booktubers. Those are just videos that I end up loving after the fact. I'm still learning with them. I'm still going through some growing pains with figuring out how to ask certain questions and navigate conversations, especially when hosting. It can also be a little nerve-wracking since those are pretty much live every time. However, they're so much fun looking back on them, and I feel like they are the videos that I get the most joy out of just because I can connect with other people a bit more directly than just sitting here talking to a camera. I know I'm talking to you, but I'm also just sitting in a room talking to a camera, and it's just nice to be able to have discussions with others and see where that conversation goes. Question number 10. Is there anything new that you plan to add to your channel next year? There's a couple things I've thought about, but unfortunately, I don't have the time to invest in them properly at the moment. I would prefer to keep the quality of the videos and the reviews that I do at the moment rather than sacrificing that quality for quantity. So I'm not quite ready to announce anything yet or put anything new into the channel aside from just adding more live shows if I can. I've thought about doing Patreon or Ko-fi, and again, those are just things that require extra time that I don't have at the moment. So just having all of you watch, subscribe to the channel, liking the videos, leaving comments, and just being a part of this amazing community is all that I am happy with right now. Question number 11. What are some of the challenges you face on your channel? This one might sound silly, but I struggled quite a bit with the recording, editing, and the lighting, just getting the quality of the videos the way I wanted them. I'm not great with all of this. I have no experience with it, so I spent many hours researching how to set up my lighting, asking other people for advice, and trying to implement everything, even the audio recording, trying to get that clearer. If you go back to my first video, it is terrible in both quality of audio and lighting. So these were things that were big challenges for me and still are challenges as I'm still playing with them and trying to make them as good as I possibly can for all of you. Question number 12. What equipment do you use to film your videos? Take this with a grain of salt because I went very high end and I didn't have to. The reason for this is that I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I prefer that if I'm going to do something, I do it at the level of quality that I would want to watch it at. So this is my own thing, but I ended up going with a Shure mic. My voice in general is very soft and airy, so microphones had a really hard time picking up my voice when I started the channel. If you go back to the first video, the audio is terrible. I don't recommend it. But I had a big learning curve with trying so many different kinds of mics, and the Shure mic that I have here was the one that worked best. I also use a Sony a6400 camera, and I also have lights set up here as well. I don't quite remember the name of them at the moment, but I'll leave links to all of them in the description below if you're interested. Question 13. What is your one best piece of advice you can give to another booktuber? Honestly, balance. Don't let this take over your life. Don't let it overwhelm you. Don't make it your primary focus. Give it some time and balance it out with your life, but don't let it become so overwhelming that you become frustrated, it's no longer fun, and it becomes stressful. Those are the points that you want to avoid. Have a good balance with your life, with making these videos, and just have fun with it. Don't take it so seriously that it becomes stressful. Just have fun and keep a good work life and YouTube balance. Question 14, and the last question here. What is the best part of having a BookTube channel? I probably have the same answer as many others, and that is absolutely all of you. The community that comes out of having a channel, the online book community in general. There's just so many people I am grateful for, friendships I've made from starting the channel, and just being able to interact with all of you, your thoughts, your experiences, your opinions on books. I love hearing them and I love discussing them. So I'm absolutely grateful for all of you, for all of your support, your kindness on giving just a random person your time of day to hear their thoughts on books. So thank you so much for everything you have done to support me this past year, and I'm looking forward to another year of BookTube. I hope you enjoyed this tag, and thank you so much for sticking with me this past year through all of the growing pains. I hope you've enjoyed the videos, and I hope you continue to enjoy watching the videos and the discussions to come. Thank you as always, and take care of yourselves.